this year I'm getting back into my photography again. So I used to do quite a bit, and I haven't for the past 2 years done any. So I've come out with my camera. It's my old Canon 650D with the 70 to 300mm lens attached. And this is the shot that I have set up for. So what we're going to do, where are we? I want to set the timer. I thought I did that. Oh, I can't remember how to do that. Fine. Take that. That's looking decent. If I zoom on in, what the, get off. If I zoom in, it looks to be in focus where I want it. So I'll take that. I do have one more shot idea that's been in my head for a while and shall require this lens. Now it's rather overcast today and there's not really anything in the way of lighting, so I won't get the image I want today. However, I can at least set up the composition and find out whether it's actually doable. And it involves that tree and the church spire. I think I have it. Right about there. So I've got the focus set on the church spire. So I'm gonna take that, see what we get. Okay, so what I need to do is actually set the exposure. That would help. I can tell I've not done this for a while. I mean, for one thing, I was playing with the camera earlier in the week. And, well, the muscle memory wasn't really there anymore. It took me about 5 minutes or so to work out how to change the aperture and the ISO. Yeah, I've left it too long. Okay, exposure is now set. I'm going to try for an f/18 with the 1/6 shutter speed, ISO 200, and I've also figured out how to set the 2-second timer, so hopefully there won't be any nudge from me pressing the shutter. And that there looks much better. Alright, I'm just going to have a quick zoom in, make sure it's focused what I want. Maybe do another exposure, and then I think I'm going to call it before I get rained on. Okie dokie, so what I've done is exposed it by a stop. which has brought out all of this in the foreground here, which was really a bit too dark here. I mean, that's probably workable. As I was saying before I got interrupted by a car, that's probably workable, but this camera is from 2012 and the noise performance is nowhere near like a modern camera. Packed up, heading back. It started to spit a little bit, and since my camera gear only cost me 512 quid when I got it, well, the camera did, this lens didn't, but since it was only about 512 quid, it is definitely not in any way weather sealed. So before it just truck it down, I'm gonna get it home. For a first photo shoot though, in 2 years, from what I've seen on the camera, I'm fairly happy with what I've managed. Now it's going to be a case of post-processing them and seeing how they turn out. Of course, typically we're in for a lot of rain next week, so not entirely sure if I'll be able to get out and do anything. Well, I'll find something indoors to do.